Good old Bucharest. I moved out of this city, out of this country, about 13 years ago. And every time I come back, every year, I see something new. More tourists, buildings built or demolished, laws changed. Every time, there's something new. When I moved to Denmark for my studies back in 2009, Romania had only been in the European Union for 2 years, and it seemed like Bucharest had made a promise back then of becoming a true European capital. You see, a long time ago, in the early 1900s, Bucharest used to be a true European capital. Whatever that meant back then, but at the time it gained the nickname Little Paris because it was so much different than all the other capitals in the region. There was so much French influence in people's clothing, behavior, but most importantly, architecture. I gotta be honest, this YouTube lifestyle didn't grow on me yet. It's one thing to be at home alone and just make videos, and another thing to talk like this when people are staring at you. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that today, I may be biased, but I think Bucharest today is a true European capital. Now, I don't want to talk about politics, but I can see that within the last, 13 years since I left, the infrastructure has boomed, to be honest, and that's also because of foreign money and in funds and whatever, but I can also hear so many different languages around me. Like, I think within an hour I've heard at least 5 languages. That means there's a lot of tourists coming to Bucharest. I've heard German, Polish, English. I'm honestly happy that more and more tourists are visiting my hometown because I remember there used to be a pretty bad reputation of this city among Europeans. Let's just say it wasn't the #1 capital you would want to visit in Europe. You know, people would think that this is not a safe place to visit. And you know, besides the lack of marketing, besides the lack of international promotion of Bucharest, I think this was the main reason people didn't used to visit the city, because they thought it's, not safe. But I'm telling you now, Bucharest is a safe city to visit. If you don't believe me, take it from the top G himself.
I'm fine. Bucharest, the capital city, is extremely safe. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, there's mafia, but the mafia boys are not interested in your wallet. Like the chance of random violence is statistically 0.
No, but really, when was the last time you've heard of a terrorist attack in Bucharest? They're not coming here. They're afraid of Andrew Tate. Okay, so I'm not trying to, make a marketing promotion over here, but if anyone would ask me why should they come to Bucharest, besides all the tourist attractions that you can Google yourself, I would tell them that here you find variety from all points of views. Food, drinks, entertainment. Nobody cares what kind of club you go to. This is the place to come. Plus, prices are pretty cheap. Okay, and if you didn't figure out yet, I've been walking in circles. I'm in the old town of Bucharest, which I highly recommend coming to if, again, you're into variety. Okay, now, speaking of variety, I gotta find something to eat. And not just anything. Și ceapă. Nu. Da. If you think you know what this is, you don't. Okay, if you're a vegetarian, skip over this part. In Romania, shawarma is more popular than your usual kebab because it's way better. Oh yeah, and you either love it or hate it, but it comes with fries in it. I love it. Okay, we're talking 10 minutes. I had shawarma because I missed the taste, but if you come to Bucharest in this time of year, you should come to the Christmas market and obviously have some traditional food. I had enough of that at my mom's place, so I had to go with the shawarma. But there's one more thing I gotta check out, and that's alcohol. Where is it? Where is it? Over there. Hot wine. Sarabuno.
La fel.
Ah, finally. Once the alcohol level in the blood increases, I'm in vlogging mode. Okay, the thing is, if you watched until here, you're probably wondering what the f is this vlog about, Alex? What are we talking about? Is it that Bucharest is a European capital, or that it used to be called Little Paris, or what are we talking about? To be honest, I think this video is about misconceptions, because Bucharest is not the only capital in Europe that, you know, has a bad reputation or is known for the wrong thing, for example. I'll give you a pro tip. Never confuse Budapest with Bucharest. You can get in trouble for that. Budapest is a great city, by the way. My future wife is from Budapest, so I can't say anything bad about it. You know, initially this video was supposed to be some sort of a one-day tour in Bucharest, and I would be your guide and, you know, show you around, but I realized I would be biased and I would feel bad because I would only show you the good stuff. And of course, like in any city, not just capital, in any city, there's bad stuff about Bucharest as well. Yeah, so instead of only showing you the best places and filming only from the best angles, I decided to bring you along for the day. My YouTube channel, my rules, okay? There's one thing I completely forgot to tell you about because I started drinking wine. But a couple of hours ago, I finally visited one place that I never had the chance to since 2015 when it was built. I'm talking about the library of Carturesti. It's an amazing place to go and visit. Doesn't matter if you're from Romania or not. I think it's worth spending a couple of minutes, if not even hours over there. Besides the library itself, where you can buy and read books and souvenirs. At the last floor, there's like a lounge section where you can have a coffee or a drink or whatever and a snack while you're enjoying your book. And this library actually became pretty famous. But hey, thanks for watching this video about misconceptions. Actually, just a minute ago I was thinking about a misconception example I can give you from my own experience. I personally completely changed my mind about Estonia, Lithuania and Latvia. Before, I would kind of put them in the same bucket, if you may, you know. I thought they're pretty much the same. Little did I know, they're pretty different from each other. So if you ever come here in this part of Europe and you've never been here before, I guarantee you'll change your mind about your misconceptions about Eastern Europe. But other than that, Bucharest, thanks for having me, and maybe next summer I'll give you an actual tour.